I'm not saying who's guilty or who's not guilty. All I want is proof, and you can't come back years later and say this happened and someone can go to prison or script everything they got without any proof. Do you realize the power you have given someone? Do you realize when people have power, they abuse it? Just like the Carly Russell, she completely lied just for clout. We've seen women back in the day, way back, with the Rodney situation. This woman lied on a man that caused him to die. And also, for example, Cardi B, why she's not in prison then? If you going off these rules that you guys are putting on men, Cardi B has been on record that she used to drug men and rob them.
Yeah, let's go to this hotel and I drug up and I rob them. That's what I used to do.
Also, have them have sex with transsexuals without them knowing.
I'm gonna get him all perked up and everything. We're gonna have a good time. And when he wake up, he gonna be like, what the Yeah, because the was a tranny. Yep, a tranny suck your dick.
She has admitted these things, but no one has come back to put her in prison. But you want to put men in prison and take everything they got when you have absolutely no proof of these claims. But we have proof of these claims by a woman literally saying it out of her own mouth. But nothing happens to her, and all the women, all they do is praise her. Imagine if men praised men who's drugged women and had people had sex with them that they had no idea about.
The Highest Point Podcast.
More than a pod, it's a lifestyle.
I want my daughter to, when she's growing up, to always understand her value. You know what I'm saying? But anything on earth, diamonds, art, the ones that are the most valuable is the ones that are less accessible. You know what I'm saying? The less accessible something is, the more value it has. That's with anything. So, but a lot of times, you know, right now, people are trying to convince the world that, you know, we shouldn't think that way when we think of our women. Like, hey, man, like everyone goes through a whole phase. She can let women live free. Let women be just like men. Women are not just like men. It's a, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
For me, like, I go back to this. At the end of the day, healed men heal men. Healed women heal women. So with my goal is, like, even with my daughter, it's for her to see a whole man. Not, I mean, she's have seen bits and pieces of me not really showing up, stuff like that. But I need her to see that I'm a man, I'm human, but also I can control my emotions too. Because women today used to seeing men just acting out, doing what they want to do, but have they really seen a man control his emotions and still show up as a masculine man? And like, and sometimes they haven't met that or seen that, even though sometimes they might project and say like, this is what they want. But if that man really show up in your life that's like that, can you really handle that? Can you really handle him?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And that'd be my question. Like, can you really still show up for him and not still call him weak and masculine when he have these low moments, high moments, in this roller coaster moment? Are you really still gonna be there for him? And then two, have you really became the woman you're supposed to be for him?
That's a fact. Like, a lot of us always talking about we want this type of man, want this type of woman. But have you even set yourself up to where a man or woman like that would accept you? You know what I'm saying? We got to think about that. And still on that topic a little bit, I'm not sure if you know that that little kid named Lil James that was growing up, his funny little skits and stuff like that with his mom. But anyway, they was at this party. And he saw his mom like backing her booty up on this dude.
I think I seen that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she was just like dropping it like it's hot on this dude, whatever. He ran over there, like jumped in between, pushed that dude off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he started crying. And his mama was giggling, laughing. And so all her little friends with their cameras up, all the girls laughing. You know, what are your thoughts on that whole little exchange there?
For me, I get why she was giggling, but I don't think that was funny because she didn't even realize her son had these emotions of like, he wanted to be the protector. He wanted to be the provider. And then too, most of the time, she don't know that she even put her son in predicament to be like her husband in a manner, because sometimes as women be single and they get in relationships and all these things, or they be single for so long and they have the boys, they kind of like, they end up being in-house husbands.
Right.
And so now you can't get mad at your son for blocking that, for seeing something that you're doing.
Right.
And now he's maturing, growing to be a man. It's like, that's wrong, Mom. You ain't supposed to do that. Or he don't like that, but you can't be mad at him doing that.
Right.
And you didn't even do it enough to even say, like, didn't even fathom in your mind, like, dang, am I doing, like, aware? She wasn't even aware to say, like, I might be doing this wrong, or his emotions, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. With him, I feel like with him in his mind, he can be like, what type of woman he gonna be picking? He's like, I don't know if I want that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He got the, how do this kid have the instinct to realize, like, Mom, this ain't right. You shouldn't be doing this. But this grown woman and this man that was sitting there doing it with her, like, it's a time and place for everything, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I would look at my wife like she's crazy if she tried to back that thing up on me in front of my daughter.
Right.
Like, we can hug.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can kiss, a quick peck or something like that.
Right.
But kids are soaking so much in, and we can't just we can't be behaving like this and thinking it's funny. This little fella sitting over there crying.
Yeah.
He is crying out of extreme disappointment in his mother.
You know what he learned in that moment?
He hold her to a higher standard than she hold herself.
Yeah. And you know what he learned in that moment? I can imagine this, what he learned in his moment. That a woman or my mom, I don't feel seen and heard.
Right. Yeah.
That's what he learned in that moment.
For sure.
Because I'm over here crying. You don't see me, you don't hear me, and you don't care.
No, you think it's actually funny.
Yes.
My pain.
Yes.
You find that amusing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Because I definitely been through that. Like, I was actually in first grade. I learned this early that I was in first grade, and my teacher, of course, I had a rough day coming from home to school. I brought stuff from home to school. Mom just fussed me out, whatever the case may be. And I got home feeling bad, feeling upset, and I brought stuff from home to school. The teacher never asked me what's going on, nothing. How you feeling? I sat in the classroom. I just cried.
Right.
And literally, the kids that was picking on me, the teacher put me to the side.
Mm-hmm.
White teacher, but she put me to the side. So I learned two things: that even though my teacher might be per se racist, that's cool, but I can deal with that. But to know that I was not seen, heard, or felt, I learned, like, okay, well, I'm a black man, and I'm gonna just put you to the side. I don't care for you. You're not supposed to be here. You just something. And I literally took that with me growing up to the point, like, I don't care. Like, I was just I was really emotional too, but it was just like, I learned, like, my feelings don't matter.
Right.
My emotions don't matter. If I cry, they just gonna put me to the side. They don't care about me. They don't love me.
Right.
That's what I got.
Yeah. You were just disregarded, basically. That's how they can make you feel.
Yeah.
And man, just thinking about this stuff, I just feel like a lot of times, like, because I was looking at some of the comments on that whole situation, and I see, guys, women saying, like, this little kid, like, he's like 10 years old.
Right.
He's like, this kid got to realize Mom got a life too. She got to live it.
Right.
It's like, yeah, Mom got a life. She got to live it. But again, it's a time and place for everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't impact. We got to realize we are also raising a child into a life as well.
Yeah.
And how their impact, how their thought process will be on the world. And I think a lot of times now, like, I hear everyone trying to they actually are trying to lower our expectations of our ladies, and I don't think we should do that, because lowering our expectations of our ladies can really impact how we look at them in totality in the future. Because if anybody have low expectations for you, that's also going to directly impact the amount of respect they have for you.
Yeah.
And I don't think they realize that. Everyone keeps saying, okay, a man can have all these different partners, and no one will look at them a different way, right? If a man can be a hoe, a woman can be a hoe too. Let us do that too, and you give us the same respect. But do you realize what comes with being treated like a man? I don't think they understand, like, you want to be treated like a man, what comes with that.
Yeah.
Because a man, like, a man can be getting destroyed in the street, jumped, beat down, bloodied to death even. And people are not even going to really bat an eye or think much about that later. But if they see a woman like that, a lot of people are going to try to run to her rescue. Because they have these other type of expectations for a woman. But if you want to be treated like a man, that means your expectations are going to be lowered. Also, the respect and the value of your life. It's going to be no more save the women and children. It's going to be save the children and everyone else fend for themselves. That's where we are going if you continue this path. Do you really want to be that? Do you really want to be treated like a man? Because a lot comes with that.
That's like that. Do you hear about that woman? I think it was a white woman. She had went and I think it was a year or something like that. She like tried to be a man, and she was like, I don't know how y'all do it. And literally, she ended up killing herself.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like she had like a chain, she grew hair in her face, and cut her hair off.
Yeah. It's like. The thing is,
they have no idea what they asking for,
no,
bro.
No, it's not, because you gotta think about it. The way God made us is for us to carry that anyway. To carry the weight, the responsibilities, and even I was looking at something they was talking about how in the phase women say I don't need a man and stuff like that. But think about it. Say the women already expect this. Say if the man, a robber come in the house. You already expect the man to show. If he don't, you still gonna talk or say something bad about him. If he don't show up, get a gun, try to, you know what I'm saying? But let me just sit back and you go do it. You still can't do it either way. Yeah. Whether I'm there or not. So even if it's us even if a woman is in construction, she's still gonna be a woman, but it's still a man's job. Yeah. I mean,
physically you just can't do everything a man can do. You know what I'm saying? And also emotionally, a lot of men can't do everything a woman can do either. So you got to realize, like, yo, just accept, like, we are different. We are not the same. Like, you have great things about you. Men have great things about them. That's why when we come together, we can be unstoppable. If we just focus on those areas that we're great on and where those opportunities are, the other person is stronger. Just focus in on that. And just realize, like, yo, you can't be treated the same. Or if you want to be treated the same, realize what comes with it. It's going to be a lot that comes with it. You're going to have to fend for yourself. Like that same lady that went viral that supposedly got hit with a brick or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
She was turning around saying, look at all these men not doing anything. But you was just bashing men before. You know what I'm saying?
And
saying
you slapped them. She actually slapped them,
But now you want someone to run to your rescue. Like, if you want to be treated the same, no one's going to run to your rescue. No one runs to men rescue.
You ain't lie about that.
We fend for ourselves. Our lives are not even, like, no one cares about our life. Like, if we die or get killed, no one cares. It's going to be, it's done with.
We're done. It's over with.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's
real.
It's just facts. It's just the facts of the matter. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if you don't want to be held to higher expectations with certain things, like, just realize without that, your respect level is going to be decreased and you will get what you ask for. You're going to be treated like a man. People are going to respect you just like they respect the man. And they don't really respect men in depth much.
Yeah, the in depth part. The human part of him. That's the main piece. That's his heart, the part. His mind, his soul. Way he thinks, his soul, the you don't know.
They look at us as disposable. You know what I'm saying? That's why they and also we can't look at ourselves as disposable. We got to change that narrative.
We got to change that narrative.
That's something that was thought, you know what I'm saying? That's just something that people put in our heads, but we're not disposable people.
No, we're not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, our souls are worthy, us as humans are worthy, just as worthy as anyone else. So, just think about that. But that brings me to a segment of my show called Love, Loyalty, or Respect. So, let me know which is most important in this scenario, love, loyalty, or respect.
Okay.
When it comes to your wife.
Is it all of them or just one?
Which one is the most important?
Most, okay.
We know them all are important. The most.
For me, okay.
Just for you.
Respect.
Why?
Because respect is like, that's the core of me, because I need you to respect me in my decisions. I need you to respect me because the decisions and the things that I do for you is for us. It's for us, because I'm not thinking selfishly. I'm thinking about us. I'm not I'm not thinking selfishly. And I feel like even though it all goes together, but I more feel like respect for me is if I have to make a hard decision for the family and you respect me in that decision, and it goes a two-way street too when it comes to it too, because I can respect you and you can respect me.
Right.
And say I have to make a decision, and say, for example, this is a leader. If I have to make a decision and I'm not good in it and you're good in it, I'm going to respect you enough to let you do it. And vice versa. So hopefully you have respect enough to my emotions, the things that's inside of me that you know about me. Right. So respect them pieces to the point like I can still be myself and grow, evolve, and change. Like respect is And that's the core of a man. He wants respect.
For sure. I bet. Love, loyalty, or respect.
Okay.
What's the most important with a business partner?
I'm gonna still go with respect.
Okay.
And the reason why I say respect is because at the end of the day, if you're in business partners, love, whatever, well, I'm gonna say love. I mean, in business partners, you want to be able to respect them and know that they have your best interest at heart, because you might not know what's going on or what that looks like, or because y'all still figuring it out together. But I respect you enough because we in relationship. I respect you. Your ideas, my ideas, that we're going to try to make it work and work it together. And we're going to talk it out.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. Love, loyalty, or respect. The last one when it comes to your children.
On that, I would say love.
Why is that?
The reason why I say love is because I want to show them, I want to show a love and how to be loved, because I know for my daughter, and if I had a son, it'll be showing them love. When I love them, that's when I'm showing them respect.
Right.
Because I'm showing you how to show your, like my son, he cried, I'm going to show him love because he fell down. He's not a grown man yet, but he got hurt, boo-boo. Okay, all right, I'm going to love you.
Right.
But of course you still gonna have to get up, but I love you, my daughter. I love you. So she know what that looks like. So when she do start talking to a man and all these things like that, he know how to love her properly. And Absolutely. Then with my son, the same way, it's like he can do his son or daughter the same way of, I love you, but I'm still going to show you like, this is how you respect a man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
I bet. Hey, man, y'all heard it here with Jonathon, man. We definitely appreciate you dropping all that game on us. Can you tell the people how they can actually find you and your podcast once everything drops? Do you have an idea when your first episode is going to be put out when it comes to Black Man Speaks?
It's going to be in probably January 1st. I want to drop that. And dealing what my main goal with it, what I want to do is with Black Man Speaks is just us talking, having good conversations. I'm going to have different people guests and different things, but also I would just have these honest conversations with each other so it could be the norm.
Yeah.
To have these normal human conversations so we can come together, break bread, and just let it be known in the family home. And you can go back and you can ask questions yourself like, did I think about this? Am I aware of this? I'm aware of that. Right. So that's and just getting the hone into knowing what a Black man is thinking.
Yeah.
And where his heart at and what's his real and what a healed whole man looks like.
Absolutely.
Human.
Yeah.
Man, Black man. We over here, because a lot of men out here, we going through.
Yeah,
we going through, whether it's financially, mentally, physically, but we need people in our corner. We need support. We need women in our corner. We love y'all.
Definitely.
And I want you to know that y'all are enough. Y'all are good enough to do what y'all need to do. Be the best version of yourself, and let's go get it. This is we about to go in 2024. This is a new year. It's everything new this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything new this year. Y'all got it. Y'all got it inside of you. So whatever happened in 2023, let's go in 2024 with a bang. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. I'm with you. And Black Man Speaks is so important because we got to realize our voice is important too.
Yes, it is.
And not just like black men, period. Their voices are important. A lot of times, like in this day, it seems like people are trying to make it like as though like our voice is not important.
Yes.
And when a woman speaks, it's more important.
Yeah.
Because like even with so many of these things coming out, I was looking at this thing with Russell Simmons that had came out, and he said he came out those what was a rape and sexual assault allegations or something like that. But he was talking about how he's never been charged. He's passed 9 polygraph tests regarding it, but he's been stripped of a lot of things solely off because a woman said it.
We want to believe with it. We have to give them the benefit of the doubt, but we can't demonize people without proof either. Twitter cannot make a decision. I've never spoken to a policeman. I've never spoken to a judge about anything. So who's the judge and the jury here? Maybe you haven't lived in the real world.
It must be true. Even though there is no evidence, he passed all these poly tests. When a woman says it, all of that doesn't matter.
Right.
Like, how does that make sense?
Right.
Like, when we have so many examples of women lying and being manipulative just as much as men.
Yeah.
So how can you automatically believe someone without any type of proof?
And
how
then,
can you automatically take everything from them?
And then too, how you going to, matter of fact, let's talk about this. Be like Bill Cosby, this stuff that happened past, even though I get it, but still at the same time, like you bringing up old stuff now. It's like I done lived my life. That's tough though.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is with me, like, please present some type of proof about it. Like,
yeah.
I can't see how so many people can lose everything they ever worked for just because someone have said something. Do you realize the power you have given someone? Do you realize when people have power, they abuse it? And we done seen time just like the Carly Russell. She completely lied just for clout. Like, we have evidence, and she's not the only one. We've seen women back in the day, like I'm going back, way back, with the Rodney situation.
Yeah.
This woman lied on a man that caused him to die.
Yeah.
That caused him to die.
Yeah.
So like we're literally killing people's lives, and you have absolutely no proof. Like even when we can't just automatically just believe something someone say just because they're a woman.
Right.
I believe in due process.
Yes.
If someone done something heinous, they deserve to pay, but we should not make them pay if we have no proof of this actually happened. Because these are so many liars in this world, men and women.
Yeah. Like,
come on, everyone. Like, it seems like it should be common sense, but it's not.
Yeah.
I don't get it. So, that's unfortunate. I even heard like on the Breakfast Club recently, a lady was talking about the whole Russell Simmons thing, and they was talking about when it comes to, rape or sexual assault. I heard one lady say it could be rape or sexual assault even if the woman didn't say no or showed like body language that she didn't want to do anything. But if she thought it in her mind as it was happening that it shouldn't have happened, that's rape too.
Once somebody says no, you don't have to be jumping out of bushes. It could be no is no. It could be the most sensual, romantic thing. But if somebody says no and you continue on, it's rape. And even if someone doesn't say no and they come back and say, in that moment, I wasn't comfortable, there's something you got to think about sometimes.
And men aren't thinking that. Men aren't thinking that at all.
You said, if we're intimate, right, and the next day is something that you didn't like and you didn't mention it that day, how would a man know though?
And I'm like, do you hear the mindset of these women?
Yeah.
If these women think this, this is just crazy. You didn't say no. You didn't show no indication of no, but you all had sex, but you thought about it and you said, I didn't want to do that, so it's rape.
Right.
That's just foolish.
That's not fair. That's like that I seen online. It was a guy, he went into the bank and you know how he had the mask on because of COVID or whatever. And he had said, I want to get $14,000 bank account, whatever. And the lady thought it was a robbery. She just went to the back and told the manager, like, I feel uncomfortable. The dude got arrested. It's like stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's simple stuff. Like you killing off men, you killing off people off of a say so that you didn't even look at the full evidence. That's not fair.
Yeah, it's not.
That's
it
not
ain't
fair.
right.
And now at the same time, we're not feeling as men or as people, we don't feel safe.
No, it's unsafe.
It's unsafe. Very unsafe.
It's unsafe. I don't like when I was still working in the office, I stopped speaking to women. I would not say like if they're in the same area, like in a conference, I'll say good morning to everyone. Yeah. But like in person, I would not say anything. Like you come in the elevator, I might do like this or something, but I'm not saying any words because I already know like if you think something, you can cause destruction of my life. Just because you think something when there was no evidence of anything. Because I said good morning to a lady in the elevator before, and that's why I stopped speaking to women in these workplace areas, because I spoke to her like 15 minutes later. It got back to me. It's like someone started sending me a chat saying, "Hey, so you interested in so and so, huh?" I was like, "Who?" I'm like, "No." I like, where did this come from? I don't talk to anyone at work. I would never, And she's like, I'm like, this is my first time I even saw this lady, and spoke to her, and she got from a good morning in a small ride in the elevator that I had interest in her,
right?
But that is real in her mind, so automatically because she said it, everyone believed it, and it's so crazy, and it's so crazy. So black man speaks is important. When man speaks is important because we can't go in this life thinking that everything one type of person says overrules another without any type of proof or evidence. Because nothing should overrule anything unless there's some proof of showing that the other is lying. Or that, you know what I'm saying?
And then, but at the same time, too, you gotta think about this in the dating scene. You can't get mad if now women are mad because the men don't approach them. Why would I approach you if I know I'm gonna get in trouble?
It's dangerous.
It's too dangerous.
It's dangerous. It's like dangerous. Men are gonna have to start getting recording. Like before they have sex with anyone, you need to have them record. I consent to this. I am fully aware. Right, also, I cannot retract after this statement to say I changed my mind in my mind that I didn't want this to happen. So he should be stripped of everything he owned.
Right, you got to go to a whole deed agreement.
You know how stupid this stuff is.
Let's go sign a deed. Let's go.
It's crazy. Yeah, it is. That's what they turning it to.
Yeah.
It's dangerous,
so it's like that. How we gonna date? How we gonna conversate if we can't even get past the point of y'all in your mind you thinking one thing, and 9 times out of 10 they're already assuming, and we ain't had no conversation.
Right.
I mean, me saying hey to you is like prime example. If I had a situation when I'm like, I said hey, or I'm like bye, and she was like, I'm about to call the cop. I'm like, oh, for what? I just said, hey, where's this coming from? I'm like,
it's weird. It's
I'm
weird,
like,
man.
No. I said, I'm good. So ever since that, I'm like, I keep my head. I don't say nothing.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
It's true.
And then they can strip these men of everything they got. I'm not saying who's guilty or who's not guilty. All I want is proof, and you can't come back years later and say this happened, and someone can go to prison or strip everything they got without any proof. And also, we got evidence of where women have said, like, for example, Cardi B, why she's not in prison then? If you going off these rules that you guys are putting on men, remember you want to be treated like men, right?
Right.
But Cardi B has been on record. She has said on live that she used to drug men and rob them. She used to drug men, rob them, also have them have sex with transsexuals without them knowing.
Cheat on me, I'll be like, alright, I'm going to take him out. We're going to get drunk. I'm going to get him all perked up and everything. We're going to have a good time. Get him super twisted. Then bring a bitch around. We're going to have a threesome. And when he wake up, he going to be like, what the fuck? Yeah, because the bitch was a tranny. I'm be like, yup, we had a threesome with a tranny. Yup, a tranny suck your dick.
She has admitted these things, but no one has come back to put her in prison.
Right.
But you want to put men in prison and take everything they got when you have absolutely no proof of these claims.
Right.
But we have proof of these claims by a woman literally saying it out of her own mouth.
Facts.
But nothing happens to her, and all the women, all they do is praise her.
Yep. They jump on that train.
Imagine if men praised men who's drugged women and had had sex with them that they had no idea about.
Right.
Think about it.
Facts.
But you want to be treated like men, right?
Yep. And that's the reason why I have Black Men Speak, so we can speak about these things. And this is going to be a safe space so you can be able to, whether it's vent, talk, whatever, because we got to get it off our chest too.
Yeah.
Because it feels good to do that. Like, like many platforms, we don't have a space where we can just vent, just talk.
We got to talk about it. And this
it.
is like no attack on women. I'm trying to open the minds. To see both sides, because it's so important to see both sides of this.
It is.
And then come to a common ground.
Yes.
That is across the board. Everyone gets the same respect. Everyone gets that same type of respect, that treatment. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this judicial world, especially in this corporate world.
Right.
And I want my women still to be respected. I want to save the women and children. But also, when it comes to that, do not lower your expectations. Yeah. We value you. We want you to be high. We want you to be on a pedestal. We want to be able to put you in that valuable space like we love you.
Right.
But yeah, that's about it, man. Like, it's so much of these conversations that's going on. We're gonna keep it real and so much, man. I look forward to your show coming out. Yeah. I hope you invite me on. I'll come up there and chop it up with you as well.
Oh yeah.
Is there a YouTube channel, anything like that people can subscribe to?
Yeah, I might have my Black Man Speaks YouTube channel on Facebook. I'm probably gonna do a group too on Facebook. Of course, Instagram, just really on all platforms, Thread and all that. So yeah, we trying to rock. I'm trying to have these conversations. So I'm gonna have men and women conversations too, because I want men to know that there is women out there too. Yeah, that's healed and whole, and that can talk and speak to you. So you know that, but also knowing that it's two sides to the coin. But also we got to still be aware of both sides and know that. We can come in common ground and have these hard conversations, because we gotta have them in order to move forward, because this gender war ain't working. This is not working no more. It's time to heal. It's time to get whole. It's time to get better, because it's not gonna get no better if we don't have the conversation. And of course, we need prayer and have God in it. But also, we got to have the conversation.
Yeah, got to have the conversations.
We can't pray it away. We can't pray it away.
We got to put in the work, people. Right, so y'all definitely do that. I'm going to have all his information down below in the description. Make sure you subscribe. Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Yes.
And until next time, you guys hold it down. Don't let it hold you.
Let's go.
Peace.
The Highest Point Podcast.
More than a pod, it's a lifestyle.